Welcome to the world united. Welcome to the world united.
So, Prakash ji is a spiritual alchemist, Kundalini yoga, and Satnam Rasayan healer. He's going to talk today on a dimension of conversions in spirituality, yoga. Prakash Chegu is a KRI Kundalini yoga instructor. He's a conscious entrepreneur who travels the world teaching Kundalini yoga and practicing Ram Nam Rasayan. Growing up in India with a traditional family, he was exposed to mantras, chants, yoga at a very early age and has continued to learn, explore the deep implications of that in our lives. Thank you so much and a big welcome to Prakash ji. Prakash ji, the stage is all yours.
Thank you. Namaste. So thank you for the invitation and creating this beautiful stage for all of us to share and spread the concept of spirituality and yoga. Most of us know right now, yoga does not mean postures anymore. We understand the word comes from union, yoga. However, a lot of us focus yoga to the aspect of the physical body or even the mental body or emotional body. But the word yoga is not just union, it goes even deeper. It comes more from the aspect of alignment. So when we say we are in yoga, it means we are in alignment with cosmic geometry. So our physical form, the intention is to be aligned with the cosmic geometry. It's scaling at the same dimension. That's why it's very common if you are exposed to Vedic astrology, you hear the words often about yoga of planets. So, and we often know planets don't converge. It's only the angles and the alignment. So it's the same with our body. And when we converge that, we create a new level of awareness. And it can go either way. We can go into the macro cosmic galactic levels, or we can come deeper and deeper into our own physical human self. So when we talk about our internal self, when we converge the two basic channels that we are aware of, Ida and Pingala, that comes in, raises the consciousness through the channel in Sushmana. And there's actually 3 different channels that go through in there. The most deepest one is the gold, the diamond one, or the Vajranadi as we call it. It's the core of Sushmana Nadi. And it connects so deeply to the cosmos. So, and that's how you can relate to all aspects of yoga. And how does it converge? And what do we actually mean spirituality? You know, like we often use the word very loosely, the word spirituality, like I'm spiritual, like does it mean a practice? Like, because by the definition, anything that breathes becomes spiritual because spire means to breathe. So if you're breathing, you're spiritual. So like what exactly do we mean by spirituality and how does it relate to yoga and how can we harness the benefits and how can we utilize all aspects of it to allow us to propel our own consciousness and lead the way to go everybody and everything further. So, so yoga is very systematic, even though it's in a path leading to spiritual dimension. It's a process because what we say is very technical or precise, we always define it as not so spiritual. But spirituality is actually very defined, very structured. So it's methodical, it's follows procedure, it's based on evidence. There's like, we know there's many scientific experiments, medical research also done, but we can also feel ourselves. These are based on evidence. And it's not just a one-time thing, like if you do it, somebody else does it, the results will always be the same. So this is very clear, scientific, and allows us to grow further and further. So the mankind has had limited knowledge of forces that run the universe. So most of the higher techniques of yoga are little understood, but all you have to do is to go connect to yourself and project to everything that you need to go. So it's important to know the philosophy of yoga allows us to explore the ultimate riddle of ourself and coming to understand our own reality. Because in the search of finding our own self, we also experience the opportunity of union with the true source, whatever or whoever a person is perceiving that to be. And we have many great knowledge of bodies of knowledge that have been bestowed to us by some great sages that have been consolidated and given to us. One of the one that I refer to often when I feel like I need some guidance is Patanjali's Yoga Sutras. And the very first thing he says in that is about life is a flow of cycles, right? So when our mind is flowing in cycles, it's very difficult to understand how anything is coming apart. So we just need to go back and discover that it's all a process of going in cycles. So when we get away from that, then we can really say we are living in yoga or in yoga or a yogi, right? And we have to be clear, mind is often many different levels of mind. So in Sanskrit, there's a beautiful word for the word that we focus on, that is called chitta. So the very definition, the very first sentence, like I said, is yogas chitta vritti nirodha. So yoga is restraining the chitta mind from taking various cycles. So you step back or you pull yourself away from the cyclical aspects of the chitta mind, then you can go into higher dimensions. And yes, we can go deeper and deeper into different, peeling the layers of the mind. And then all the aspects that we've been given, like, yamas and niyamas, asanas, pranayam, pratyahar, dhyana, dharana, and ultimately samadhi, all of this is a way for us to manage a systematic process and approach how we can handle yoga and how we can go into a higher dimension. The dimensions are not just always within us, always. We are part of the dimension no matter which way we are going. So it is my intention and request, and I feel that the more we feel aligned to these aspects, the more we can see. And so there's another statement I want to say is when we focus on our own aspects into the unmodified state, you see more. But often we use our intellect, our perceptions and everything to see what's around us. But to go into truly the deepest dimensions that are possible, it's very important to have the uninterrupted, undiluted state of our consciousness. Just like how when we are looking at anything from ourselves, we only look at from the perspective of what is available to us. So you cannot consider silver as a pearl, even though they are both beautiful in their own way. Let's go back to what we were talking about, the aspect of Ida and Pingala. That aspect is inclusive of all aspects of life, even going to the point where the primal source of yoga, Adi Yogi, or Shiva, has clearly shows its combination of both, like a Shiva and Shakti. So that will bring us into all aspects on both dimensions, the masculine, the feminine, and Ida and Pingala converge into a single dimension. So with that, I say thank you.